Oh, no wonder. No wonder. Shit. Ah, I was like, yo, why the hell do I hear like a feedback, right? And I had pressed the no audio when I was starting. What the hell? All right, fight fans. What's up, guys? How you guys doing out there? Man, I was just checking out the Richard Torres fight, and no sooner that it started, it ended, bro. Um, man, I thought that Richard Torres was doing good, but I thought that this guy was gonna be tougher for him. The referee really I don't know, maybe he said something to him in the corner, I can't continue or something, because it didn't look like an injury where that they would have called the fight. I don't know. That's just me. I was just checking in right now, and I was like, damn. But anyway, thank you for tuning in, guys, man. Here at Round One Sports TV. Don't forget to give the video a like. All right. Salute, salute. Man, that was quick. But you right, with Richard Torres, right? Because for me, he's the next guy from the US that can potentially get a world championship. He's like on the old school side of heavyweight boxing, little on the short side, you know, like the Mike Tysons of the world. But looks strong. Whatever he hit this guy with, apparently the guy could not continue. When the ref checked him out, his mouthpiece was on the floor, and I think they were saying they were going to exchange a mouthpiece. I thought, here we go. I'm looking a little bit about the replays right here. Nice little uppercut on the inside by Richard Torres. He was kind of measured, on his distance, Richard Torres, and I was a little skeptical on that, on the middle outside shit. It was either all the way in or all the way out for me, because the guy was a lot longer in length, but he played the distance well. He played the distance well. Is Richard Torres the real deal? You know, um, it looks like they're bringing him along well. There's no rush. Uh, as you can see, he's developing as a heavyweight. Um, you know, a victory like this for a man like Richard Torres says a lot, right? Because in a land where big men, giant sized men are starting to rule, and it's just not like any giant sized guys, man. Let me tell you, man, these guys up there, man, they can move. They can move. And when you got heavyweights like Moza Atama, you know, making, and you see how impressive that young man is. Uh, you think about, like Richard Torres, and you're like, that Moses kid, man, I'm telling you right now, he's a real threat. Uh, I'm not sure if I'm ready to put him in quite so ready against Usyk. Uh, but I wouldn't be scared. I wouldn't be scared. The kid has been in there with some pretty good sluggers so far, and he's really showed his pedigree. Now I'm not sure, right? Sometimes I can get a little prisoner in the moment when you see him fight against these kind of guys. Those guys are not Usyk. Those guys are not on that level yet. Now, if he starts starching guys like Daniel Dubois, like Xander Zane, you know, uh I don't know. I don't know where you place Parker anymore, where you place him, things like that. But I want to see the young kid test it, just like I want to see um Torres test it. This was a good test for Torres, but he has to make, a little bit more noise to really like have me behind him, like saying, yeah, he's gonna be the next American heavyweight. So, we got a couple good so heavyweights. You know how it is with our guys, right? They rather go play football. Shit. With them kind of contracts, you don't get punched in the face. Yeah, and if you're not playing football, shit, be a center in the NBA. You know what I mean? But damn, at 6'9" nowadays, that's like what uh Dante Wilder, Tyson Fury, and the list goes on from like 6'9", 6'8", 6'7". Shit, Jesus Christ. Like these guys are getting bigger and bigger by every year. Like we're like watching giants like hide among men and pretending like they're human and shit. You know what I mean? No, you're a fucking giant. Like, you know what I mean? Look, they look like giants. And when you meet them, they're like, that's when it like really hits you how tall they are. It really does. Like I remember the first time I met like a wrestler. Like back in the day, like I'm really showing my age now, right? Back in the day it was WWF, right? And they came to like the Boston Garden or some shit, right? And we went there, and outside they had like the wrestlers will come out after and sign like autographs and t-shirts and what have you. Yo, when I saw my first wrestler, I was like starstruck. I was mesmerized. I was just like, I couldn't believe how big they were as men. You know what I mean? That's kind of like when I go to watch the New York Yankees play and you see Aaron Judge. It's hilarious. I'm like, yo, are you really trying to pretend like you're a human? You're a giant. Like, what? Yo, that's one big dude, bro. His head, everything is just enormous, man. Like, you like really respect size, then that's when I like you look at it and you be like, damn. No wonder they pay y'all so much money. That way y'all can hang out there together so we don't notice you or something. Them dudes is big, bro. For real. But this fight right here is going to be interesting right here. I wanted to see this Espinoza fight. Uh, it's going to say a lot because if Espinoza Espinoza is able to sustain this title, you know what I mean? It's a future fight with Naoya anyway. Or is this it for Espinoza? How much longer can he pull this off at what, 6'1", at 126 pounds, man? Jesus Christ. Yo, but I gotta admit, I watched Espinoza live in Las Vegas. You know what I mean? He just looks strong. It's kind of like weird in a sense because you kind of feel bad for the guy that's fighting him because you feel like, wow, this is an uneven match. Like he's like incredibly bigger, you know, and you find yourself cheering for the guy he's fighting, and he's starting to like trying to come forward, but you can see Espinoza is just too much. Not only does he have size and reach, but he's also a pretty smart boxer in his own right. He has this style about himself, but of lately, Espinoza's been fighting like a champion. I gotta admit, he's fighting like he belonged here the whole time. Like like shame on you for not knowing who I am. That's the kind of attitude he brings to the gym and to the ring. Espinoza, when I see him, he's like, because before that, right? When if you go watch young Espinoza, right, fight Robersi in the first fight, yo, he's like all like smiles, like jittering, like like thankful for being in the fight. Just he's like taking in the moment. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like he's fighting like you're challenging me for my belt. The disrespect. Oh, I must punish you. And he's really showing it. Now, the Robesi second fight, whatever, with the elbows and shit. I went back and I watched it. There was a little bit of something there. Uh, I don't know. I wasn't in the fight. I didn't take the shots to the face. I don't know how hurt Robeshi was. I'm not going to sit here and say that he quit in the fight or he gave up on himself or he got that like, you know, I'm gonna take my bat and ball and go home type mentality. So you know he hasn't really done anything since then. And meanwhile, here we go, Espinoza. You know what I'm saying? He's just doing title defenses, but not unifications. You know, it's a messy division, 126. And the reason why, because the WBC champion, who is it? Who's the real WBC champion right now at 126? Can anybody tell me? The likely answer should be Stephen Kubo Fulton, right? But that's not entirely true because isn't like Ray Vargas the champion in recess? And then I think who is it? Bruce Carrington is like the interim belt. It's like three champions. It's too messy. No wonder Stephen Kubo Fulton is moving up to fight Oshasi Foster for that 130-pound strap at the WBC. That stands to be an interesting fight. Uh, you know what fight I want to see here on this card is the El General fight, of course. Let me put this all up so I can see you guys too. What the hell is this? No, oh yeah, that's right. Hold on. I want to see General. Speaking of the devil. Oh no, that looks like him. That's not him. I thought that was Ray Vargas right there for a second. Um, I've been watching this kid, the Vargas out of the Vargas clan, General. I've been paying attention to him. A lot of people have. I just want, he looks flashy. He looks good. The kid got pop. Um, I don't see none of these guys like laying down, right? He caught some of these guys early. It was a little bit too early for me to be like, all right, boom, he's him, right? Once again, I talk about that being a prisoner in the moment, right? And so I'm like, all right, cool. But same thing I was saying about Abdullah Mason, right? He's getting a shot at a world title, right? Okay. One thing I like about Emilio El General, right? You know what I like about him? His character. When we talk about fighters in and out of the ring, right? His appearance speaks loud, right? You can see his dad, two brothers, they're all tatted up. You look at him, not one tattoo. You can see he's not led by influence. Like, I want to be like them, I want to be like him. No, he's really making his own name in his own way. He dresses different, everything. You can tell he's a fighter and a young man that's making his own decisions. He's the one that started training. That's why they opened up the gym. He took it serious first, and then the other two brothers saw what he was doing, and they're trying to follow suit. The older brother got a real late start because of the fact that maybe a little too flamboyant, living off the name. Shit, I probably would have did the same thing. But that young kid, the middle brother, he looks like he's cut from a different cloth. See, it's just much more than boxing when I look at him. You can tell. No, no. Not only is he different, you see, because you can grow up in a household with a dad like that and big bro and little bro and want to be like big bro. It's real easy. Big bro got the gold chain, the women, everything. You see it. For him to establish early, nah, I want to be like this. I'm this way. I'm this kind of man. That right there, I would there's he has a different kind of approach to fighting. And as you can see, he's the most talented. That's why um, when or when I start to look at the next talented fighter, the next thing, you know, he has to check off the boxes, you know, slowly, little by little, never putting the cart before the horse. There are a lot of but good young fighters, prospects that can become contenders. One in particular that I have really high hopes. You know, uh, Cologne. There's a lot more, but this kid right now, Emilio. I'm just gonna keep it on him right now. I really want to see what he does. Who's this right here? Montalvo. Oh shit! There's my cousin. He's in the ring right now. That's my cousin right now, Montalvo. Oh shit! There he is. Yo, Primo better win right now. Yo, let's go, Julio. Let's go. Let's get it. Oh shit! We got the family right here. What? Might be the long lost cousin. I know there's a referee that he's like a referee and shit. That his last name is Montalvo too. That's the family name. Let's see if he's any good. Oh shit. Let's get it. The swag is different. Yeah, absolutely. Well, General. Yo, man. And like I read shit like that. I pay attention to the fighter in and out. And you could tell right away. You like he's not like them joke, not they not jokers like I mean like jokers like, they bout it, you know, like that kind, not like comical. I don't mean to disrespect them, especially they dad. Straight warrior, champion. Yo, this Montalvo kid's popping, baby. I like that jab. I like that jab. I like his feet too. Okay, boom, boom. Oh, so far he's starting to read. What's his name here? Man, I can't see that shit. Oh, nice. Woo, got him. Dropped him, baby. Nice, nice. Hit him with a good check hook. He went to dug down and he read him. Bang, he snapped him. Good. Have patience. Work your way in with the jab on top of bang, bang. Snap that jab. I love that jab, baby. Work off that jab. Boom, boom. He might be a little bit hurt. He's ready to go. He's ready to go. He's reacting to everything you're throwing. Feint downstairs to the body, come over the top. Feint downstairs to the body, over the top. Oh, no, no, you already, you're not good. Ooh, nice. Check hook. He's still going down. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, he got caught. He got caught being a little sloppy there. Come on. Ooh, nice pain. Nice body shot. Good. You got him. You got him. He's ready to go. Pop that jab. Pop that jab. Pop it. Pop it. Pop it. Boom, boom. Snap. You got to be a little snappy with that right. I'm gonna have to teach you how to throw that right. Yo, that's my thing. Trust me. Ooh, right there. Good body shot. Nice body. Oh, I saw that body shot. Woo! That was a nice one. He ain't getting up from that. He's done. No, he ain't getting up from that. No, 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 no. Yeah, it's over. Nice body shot, kid. Good, 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 good. That's what you got to do. You got to get him out of there. The Primo wins. Damn. Ooh, look at him. There he is. I might have to call him and get him on the show. You know what I'm saying? I might have to look him up. Hell yeah. Good fight. Good fight. I was talking, so I was getting into some of the fighters breakdown and some of the up and coming fighters, and one of the fighters in particular that's going to fight on this card. So I didn't get a chance to see his record. Hopefully they show it now. I want to see his record. I mean, this guy right here, little durable, crafty little dude. Yo, he caught Montalvo right there in the exchange. You saw it. You saw it. He caught him. So he wasn't like, look, boom, boom. Oh, that was the first knockdown. That was the first knockdown. That was a good check. No, he hit him solid. That body shot was vicious. Ooh, and then he dug it. He picked it up. Look. That was like a body shot. He knew he had. He had it. He was giving him that. Uh, this kid was. He's tough in his own right. Got in the ring. Uh, so let's see where this Montalvo kid here goes from here. Let me put some volume on this. Let me hear it a little bit. Juan Montalvo from Las Vegas. 5-0, 17-year-old. Nice, nice. We're gonna have to get him on the show. We're gonna have to get him on the show. You see that one too? That yo, my might be long lost cousin right there, bro. Ooh, nice little body shot. Bing, bing, boom. Nice. 17 years old, 5-0. I don't think he'll catch Benitez. I don't think that record will ever be broken. That record is just crazy. Benitez got that belt at 17, man. That was a world title. I don't I don't see nobody getting that shit. Uh-uh. See, Benitez was different. They came up in a different era. You know, Benitez was probably fighting to fucking eat, you know what I mean? Type shit. You know? He was probably fighting since he was like 12 or 13, knocking out grown ass men, for a couple bucks. And then they probably saw that he was mad nice, lied about his age, like most of the guys back then, because it was easier back then to lie about your age. Nobody really checked, and then once you made a name for yourself on the amateur scene, right? All the coaches and everybody you fought against, they all vouch for you. Yeah, I know him. Yeah, we fought against him. Yep, that's him. Yeah, no, leave him on. And then one of those days you're gonna get your name and everything on a pro fight, and you're gonna go from there. It was easier. It was easier than to get these young kids in, like Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was another one that did that. He was in the Philippines probably fighting for like money to really eat. And I'm not even bullshitting. Like he was probably starving and defecating. Like a lot of these kids were like that. But that record, Wilfredo Benitez got a world title at 17 years old. a real world title. I don't know any 17-year-old kid that's going to do that, you know. And then the youngest, I mean, the fastest to a world title is Vasily Lomachenko. He got a world title in 4 fights. But, and then a lot of people thought, including myself, at first, um, that he got showed a lot of favoritism because, like, say what you want, he was marketable, things like that, where he was from. And they felt like you know uh they felt like they pushed him along, a lot of people, in the corruption in boxing in Top Rank, and they got him a fight. But when you sit back and you really look at Vasily Lomachenko's, why he got that title fight so fast, because happened, he actually got a title fight in his second fight, but he lost the fight. After he got a title shot, he lost, and only his fourth professional fight, he got another title fight. So they were like, nah, but the thing is, Vasily had 2 gold medals. If you think, what can 1 gold medal do for your career? Ask Oscar De La Hoya, and ask most of the men that won gold medals in their throughout their career and came into boxing. What a gold medal can do for you. You understand? So, or even medaling, right? So, okay. So that's what got Vasily, though, that them title fights, them 2 gold medals. You can't, like, ignore that shit. So in a sense, I was like, all right, so that's the record. The from the day you start your pro career, your fourth professional fight, you compete for a world title and you win. That's the standard. The youngest is 17, and then I believe Naoya Inoue has it for the fastest at 2 divisions. Naoya Inoue was a 2 division world champion in his 8th professional fight. But what makes Naoya Inoue's accomplishment pretty, just not just only that he made 2 divisions, but you got to remember he jumped past 1 division. So his weight jump was a 2 weight jump. His weight jump was a 2 weight jump, right? And he won the world title at only 8 professional fights. Yeah. So that's probably that's a pretty good feat. Let's see who's getting into the ring now. Who's getting into the ring? There he is. There he is. Look at him. There's the nephew I never had. Oh my God. There he is. He looks the part, man. He looks the part. He definitely fights. You know, he's fighting to the level of his competition right now. That's all I can say. Uh you know, look at all this shit. That's crazy. Look how young he is, and he's doing all this. Thanks. Thank you for having a dad like that. That's a great start. Uh, you know, as a father, you grow up and you say you want to give your son a better life, and then when you do, they try to say that your son is spoiled, or that this and that. But this kid is not. He's using his what is being given to him and what he's available, what he's you know prevalent too and stuff, and all the gifts and benefits too. I'm sure this shit is not cheap, and he's using it, and he's trying to become. a better fighter, a better champion. You can see he's not like flamboyant or nothing. You can see that he's taking full advantage of what you know. His dad's able to tell him, "Don't do this early in your career. Do this." And then I wish I had this equipment, and he's being given it to him because a lot of us fighters that came out of like inner cities and stuff like that. A lot of us fight injuries for years, you know, and then your body gives out on you. I think that's what happened to Shakur Stevens. Not a lot of fighters are privileged to shit like this. What you see on your screen if you're watching the fight, nah, man. Yo, we got to get on a bus, get on another bus, get to the gym, train with probably broken gloves, broken shoes sometimes. Shit. Our gyms don't look like that. Yeah, right. We couldn't afford to go there. Most of us will go into the inner city where they have like very few free gyms, like the free ones and shit. That's where we would go. It wouldn't look like this shit, I'll tell you that much. Hell no. But that's awesome that they were able to provide for this young man because it brings out the best out of him early. Rather than a lot of us struggle and fight these fights we shouldn't have been fighting, you know, down in the lower scenes. I remember people used to fight like these fights with weight was off. And I really wonder how much of this shit he uses, right? Because I remember when they would come like to like uh interview or whatever, like some of the bigger fighters in our gym when we were younger, right? So the media would come in and the guy would start working out. He's starting to do workouts I never seen him do in the gym. Like he's like flipping a tire or something. He's got a sledgehammer and he's banging. And I'm like, when the fuck did Hector start hitting a sledgehammer on a tire? Like what the like that never like but that's what they told him to do. Like that's what they want to see, I guess, on TV. I don't know. Yeah, you gotta like spin these ropes or some shit. I don't know, but when we in the gym training and shit, I don't see that shit. Mhm. And like we were small gyms, like everything was there. Your strength and conditioning, your training, everything was right there. You know what I mean? So you know how when the TV cameras come to the gym, all the new gloves come out, the new mitts come out and everything brand new. You don't even know where the fuck they came from. When you see them filming, you're like, where did coach get the white and gold mitts and the he's got like the gold set. Yo, as soon as the camera's off, that shit disappears. All the ones with the tape come out. Now we get the old shit. Like, what the yo, unless you had the money for your own shit, you know. And like little bro and all them, they trying to get like TV time and shit off bro and shit. You could see it. Hold up, guys. What's up, guys? Yeah, there's a lot of like guys that do these like old kind of training and shit that's real, that they really do it. You know what I mean? And then there's other things like the media, the camera, the them people like they have. Like there's things, certain things in life that they choose to embellish, right? Like for instance, if you were to go to, I don't know, an FBI headquarters, right? And you would walk through it, there's no camera screens. There's no, hey, Teresa, put it up on camera one. Give me the cameras off the city lights. Off those cameras. Now give me Pablo's camera. Now zoom in. That doesn't happen. But TV rather, they rather keep it like that and have you thinking like that's what a freaking no. If you went up there as a freaking computer screen and like them little desks with the cubicles, and that's all. That's all in real life it'll be. You know, I've delivered mail packages on a thing to all those buildings in New York. Yeah, you walk in there and they sign it off and you look inside and it's nothing like the like the real life is not like the TV. You know, so sometimes when they interview they do these things for the fighters and shit, production, these media for the high people, they be wanting to embellish a little bit, but it's not really embellishing. It's just they think that the public wants to see Rocky. You gotta look like Rocky type shit. You know what I mean? But some of these fighters, like Naoya Inoue and shit, and them dudes, a lot of them dudes was doing like old school training, like pushing cars, really running upstairs. Nah, they was doing that shit. They was really doing that shit. But when you get money, all that shit is secondary, right? Now you got real shit around you. You don't need that stuff no more. You gotta like evolve and shit. But Marvelous Hagler, guys like that, they believe in the old way. You couldn't break them guys out of their kind of training. Marvelous Hagler was like, he just went into like dog mode, like warrior, you know what I'm saying? And he would like straight Rocky movie type shit. You know what I'm saying? If they wasn't paint chipping off the wall, he didn't want it. You definitely wasn't gonna he wasn't gonna be training in a place where girls were gonna be doing splits and aerobic training in front of him. He didn't play that shit. No distractions. You know, so he wasn't going to the fucking, the gym where, you got all these girls shaking their ass walking by you, you know. There's none of that shit. So but Naoya anyway, dudes like that, nah, they got bread, baby. You talking about like Saul Canelo Alvarez type dudes? Forget about it. They got world class training, like equipment. Ain't no more fucking strap up the horses and let's Rocky out in the field. And then no sooner that a fighter loses a fight, you know what they do? We're gonna have to go back to old training. That's what it is. Yeah, we gotta go to the mountains. We gotta lock in. Fuck this equipment and shit. And that's what they think, you know. Oh, my man right here, he's dangerous. Oh no, he's fighting too. Yo, Delgado, he's vicious. When he has his opponents hurt, they're showing highlights. I'm not sure if you guys are watching them, but excuse my pause. I was watching a little bit of Delgado highlights. He's nasty. He's got like this little nastiness about him. You know, if he's got you hurt, he's a real dog. You know, I like that about him. He's definitely going in for the finish. Damn, look at him. He knew that guy was going down. He still was banging him. Boom. He's vicious. Look at him. Ooh, nice. And he's got like little, like slick little cheeky punches. You know, that was a good shot right there. I don't know if there's a coach or a stable right now currently that got more world champions than Garcia. I'm not sure. If anybody can answer that question for me, I would like to know. Is there a current coach? I don't think Bomac has more belts. He got one guy with four belts, that's still one division. How many division champions right now does Garcia have? Yo, he's got Bam Rodriguez. Yo, God, man, he's got a lot, right? He's got the 135-pound champion. I don't know another coach that has more world champions right now currently. No, I don't know. If anybody could help me out with that, put it in the chat if you guys know anybody else. I don't think so. He's gonna be difficult to beat. That yo for like coach of the year and shit. You know what's tough though with coaches like that when you lose, you have a big stable of fighters, you have a potential of losing a lot. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the problem because you can lose like 4 or 5 times in the year, but you'll have like 12 fighters or 14 fighters. You know what I mean? But it depends because I said it at the beginning of the year. I said I thought that Bomac was going to have a bad year, but overall, I think he lost more than he won. But at the end of the day, it's the one you win, huh? That Terrence Crawford win, shit, that would brighten my year up real quick. I'd forget all about Keyshawn Davis, all them dudes. Forget about that fiasco, right? It's the one you win. And that Terrence Crawford win was big. So I think Terrence kind of saved him. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure if he's gonna win more fights, close out the year. I gotta go back again and check out his numbers. Is this the Delgado fight right now? Is this what this is? Oh, we gotta pay attention to this. Nah, we gotta lock in on this fight right here. I gotta see this. Future threat. Future threat. Real threat here. Adolfo Delgado. Valenzuela. All right. This is Goyas. Yeah, he fought Subriel. This is the guy that Subriel showed mercy to. He didn't want to keep punching him, and a lot of people said that he slowed up his punching power and everything. And this guy right here got up and said that he wanted to rematch Subriel Matias, that he wanted another shot at him. I think that was more of his pride talking, because let me tell you something right now. If I remember correctly, this is the guy that fought Subriel, right? If I'm not mistaken. And by the third round, it looked like he was in the ninth round with Subriel Matias. He had already taken so much damage by the third round. I looked at him. I was like, yo, is this like the ninth, 10th round? Because he shouldn't. Yo, he was beat the hell up already. If Subir wanted to step on the gas, he might have really hurt this guy. And that's the thing when you suffer a tragedy like Subir Matias with Mad Guricek and him passing away in a fight that they shared the ring, him and Subir Matias. When that happens to you as a fighter, you know, at some point in one of your fights, that shit'll come back to you, and you be like, "Oh shit!" You start to see the guys when you hit the guy, and you're the closest to him. You can see the guy's eyes rolling back with every shot. You're hurting him, and a lot of people felt like he so bad, like slowed down, but he did his job. He had to take him because this guy was too tough for himself. He was like the last person to know that Subiel was actually taking it easy. And then he was trying to come forward on Subiel and get some good shots on him. You could see it pissed Subiel off. And Subiel was like, yo, I'm going to have to put you down. Put him down. And then he fought like that Mexican cop or something, right? One of them was like a cop. Yeah, I think it was the next dude. I don't know. I forget. This dude is not ready for Delgado, bro. Delgado's vicious, bro. He's a monster. He's a monster, bro. He might hurt this dude worse than Subban hurt him. Let's see if he can actually get him out of there faster. He's not going to show him any mercy. Not like Subban did. I think Subban could have got him out of there faster if he wanted to, but we'll never know. But you could definitely see that he was like holding back. Let me see his first name. Hold on. He's 30 years old. He's 5'9". He's got to get up on that like world title shit now. You know, once you start getting like into the 30s and shit, like that's it. You got to start taking some chances. You see, and that's the thing that I talk about. I talk about this a lot. You see, he's a prime example, right? That we say that there's a lot of belts, and I say, you know, they might not be enough. There are a lot of fighters, man, and people can go all way up into their 30s undefeated and never compete for a world title. It happens all the time. Everybody's not promised a title fight in like your 10th fight or your 12th fight. Some of these guys take chances, early, and some start late. A lot of Cuban fighters right now are like up there in age and don't gotta like Andy Cruz. What is he, 29 now? What, he's got less than 10 fights? you know? So, um, some of these guys, then you're not promised a world title fight. So this is a title eliminator fight right here. Let's see what happens for the IBF. So if the IBF, that's Richard Hitchison's lane, right? So Subriel got the most prestigious belt, the WBC right now. Nice. He a little snappy. Did you see that? Ooh. I don't like how he's using the bow and arrow jab though. Right? Watch, watch. He he's good with it, but he keeps it low, like right here. Right? Ooh, Diego comes over the top. Nice, nice jab. He's working this jab, bro. He's really working this jab right now. He's got his respect. Right now, both fighters are feeling each other out, right? And what they're doing is they're they're judging the intelligence of the other fighter in front of them. Kind of like what you can get away with early if he's green and throw feints, things like that. See if you get him to open up, right? Oh, nice. That was a good jack hook. Ooh, that was a powerful jab too. He's got his attention. Diego, oh, come, they 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 tie up a little bit here. Now he's letting his hands go now. Oh, nice. He answers back with a check over his and he throws that straight left. Snaps it back. Ooh, he tried it on the clinch on the way out. Boom. Now he's starting to work this jab. Man, real cat and mouse game right now. Nice. Both fighters using their jab. um, mm. Delgado is doing everything right, right? But Goyas, what he's doing, he's being predictable now. That little feint that he's doing, he keeps doing the same thing. He's going like this, going down, throwing it. Now, Gabriel Goyas is a smart fighter, right? And as I'm watching him, right? Uh, all right. A lot can be said in the first round. You can't read too much, right? I want to say, he keeps going like this, but let's see what he does in the second round, right? Let's see what happens. Let's see what kind of patterns start to develop, and let's see what kind of reads both fighters start to make. They start to show a little bit of the action here, and you see that little stutters thing that he does, and notice how he keeps the same arm back like this, and he's waiting. Like, look, Goyas, nice. He's long enough, but he has to switch it up a little bit. He can't make himself too predictable. Delgado's jab is snappy, ain't it? And he answers right back, but a nice snappy back jab of his own. Goyas is coming over the top. Nice, nice. Okay, keep that action. I like that right there. Keep that jabbing in his face, in Delgado's face. Nice, Goyas. Nice. I like that. He's really snapping the jab right now, bringing it, switching levels, downstairs, upstairs. Pop, 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 pop. Nice, nice. Lean. Delgado is applying that pressure, right? But it's there. It's there. He can get away with it. Snap downstairs, straight right, bang, right, straight right. You'll catch Delgado. You'll catch him. Stab downstairs to the body. He's he's waiting for him. He sees it. Shit. Is that he's selling the same thing too long. Delgado Delgado ain't falling for that shit, bro. Nice. Go, yeah, there it is. Nice. What you mean? There it is. He can get away with it. Delgado falls asleep a little bit behind the wheel. You can see he's taking that breath. But and then you can see that he's like onto him. And his that hand is a little bit up. He's ready to, he's got it cocked. He's ready. Oh man. Goyaz is he's starting to lean. See, his head is starting to lean more and more. Oh, body, good body shot. He's starting to go like this more and more. That uppercut is soon to be money. Damn, he's not fighting the same way. And so, what is it? The second round? I mean, Goyas is fighting good on the outside. He's keeping the distance on the outside, and you could see nice. Yeah. Well, he chose right there to be. I'm a little concerned about that though. Um, this early in the fight, it just his body, he's like leaning in like this more and more. Um, I want to hear what they say to him in the corner. I wonder if Delgado's hitting like that, where that it's like really like slowing him down. Like he's with those kind of shots. You're like, damn, he's got a good poker face type shit. You know, see right there when he was going up, switching it up. See, he's there. See, he was mixing it up good. Can he sustain it? Ooh, that jab is just tearing his ass up. He's got to keep that jab working. He's got to work off that jab. That's his bread and butter right now. That's the only reason why Delgado's not looking like Delgado right now. Oh, right here, boom, good body shot. See, he's wearing him down. He's breaking him down. He's breaking him down. Delgado's breaking him down. Good shot right over the top. And it's gonna be like a pop pop, 1-2 punch, boom, boom. All right. Go, yes, man. Come on, man. All right, boom. He's probably trying to take a breather too. A little breather in between. Wow, nice little snappy right over the top. Just keep it moving, my man. Keep it moving. You're fighting good on the outside. Keep doing what you're doing. Oh, here comes he's measured. Another good punch. It's gonna be one punch, one punch, one punch. He's gonna be breaking him down, man. Oh, another big shot. Oh, Yaz right now, man. He's just gotta keep snapping that jab right now. What's wrong with his glove? Oh, that writing. Oh, no, no, no. You can't stand there. You can't stand there, kid. No, 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 no. Delgado's breaking him, man. Come on, man. Still in a fight though. He's still in a fight. He's still strong. He's still punching strong. That jab is still snappy. Landolfo now he's just popping that jab out there, and he throws a 1-2. He rolls with it. Landolfo rolled with that nicely, and he's popping the jab. Now Landolfo's going back, settling back to his jab, and he's reaching him with the jab. Oh, he's starting to settle down back in the fight. He sees that this guy is slowing down that much more, and he's going to start to range find him with the jab. Delgado's going to start to put the jab out to him, and he starts hitting him with them little pat jabs. He's gonna drop some bombs on him, and then that's gonna open the front door, and it's just a matter of time from there. Uh, this guy's tough, you know. Um, Goyazi's tough, but um, I don't know. I don't know if it's. I can say it's. He doesn't have the gas tank to pull off the type of style he first started fighting as, because it looks like he's kind of tired, but you got to also take into account the punches he's taking. You're not in there. You have no idea what these punches Lindolfo are, how heavy they are. You have no idea. So, I mean, George Foreman used to just hit like this and down. You'd be like, damn, that didn't look like much. Out cold. Fucking punches hurt. You know what I'm saying? They were heavy, heavy, heavy. So sometimes guys don't hit with like that. They snap. Same shit. So, let's see. Let's see. He's pushing his punches now. He doesn't have that snap behind the punches like he was snapping them. Like the jab. Now he's pushing it. Nah, he's breaking them down. Lindolfo's going in for the attack right now. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, what's this? A low blow? What happened? He's complaining. What's going on? Does he want to fight? Is he in this fight? Delgado sees it. He sees it. He's ready. He's breaking him down, bro. Must have felt like he got a Charlie horse. I don't think that was like a low blow. You see, and the referee's gotta like referee this shit, right? A low blow consists of any blow that pushes the cup, you know, and then below the weight that the bell line, you know what I'm saying? That's supposed to be like on your belly button. Motherfuckers be coming in, that should be on their chest. It'd be like right under their chest, right here. They gotta police that shit. No, nice shot over the top of Delgado. In Goyas, you could see that he doesn't have that like that snap that he had in the first 2 rounds, 3 rounds. Now he's pushing his punch. Look the difference. Pay attention. And that's a sign of him not believing in his shot. Um, in those kind of situations, you want to try to just touch the guy in front of you, you know, um, and make sure you're not pushing your punches, right? So he's trying to find his rhythm, wants to snap that jab, and that's his bread and butter. But now when Lindorfo is just tagging you, that's due in part to exhaustion a little, your cardio, absolutely. You're now no longer moving the weight, and damn, he almost caught him with that one. Lindorfo came over the top, boom, and Lindorfo's hitting him more. See what he has to do, Lindorfo Delgado. He has to go back to his jab. He's just edging his way in front of him. He's just edging, going like little by little, like this. And he's now abandoning. He needs to snap his jab more. And here we go. He's attacking there, but he's just like this. I need him to go pop, pop, boom, pop, boom. That, so I want to look in his eyes. I can't see in his eyes. You could tell if he still wants to be in the fight, right? About throwing elbows. Delgado got by the referee. He got warned for throwing elbows in the fight. What? Oh, right there, like a push up. Boom. That body shot. You saw that? I didn't see the elbow or what they were talking about. Uh, Goyas right now and Lindolfo, they're at the center of the ring, and both men were using their jab. Both men slipping punches as well. Um, Lindolfo, he's stepping with his jab now. Boom. Ooh, nice little snappy jab, reminding Lindolfo that he's still in this fight. Ooh, Lindolfo comes with two good body shots, partially blocked, partially blocked. Really working right now. Both men doing, some measuring right now. It looks like they're both still trying to find like both edge in. Nice, nice. That was a good combination, by Lindolfo. That was a nice little combination right there. He needs to just change it up, go back downstairs to the body like he was. His jab has all been upstairs, upstairs, upstairs. He needs to go back down, level change that shit right now. You got his attention upstairs. I would think you were going upstairs right now. You can get away with a good body shot right now. Like, don't cuff it, man. You had him. Now you throw it straight. He's gonna get into a gunfight and he's gonna get outgunned. He's good now. He's gonna reserve his tank to a gunfight. Really? That's what you chose? Man, egos, bro. Fighters, sometimes they're too tough for themselves. Yeah, you didn't have it in the reserves to do this, kid. Would you, why, just, yes, pop that jab. That's what you needed to do. And then go downstairs, then shoot the straight right upstairs. It was working for you. They're okay. He got the jab to the body off, then he jabs upstairs. And you can see Delgado is standing in front of you. He never moved. So have confidence and to shoot that straight shot right over the top. He's not gonna move. I don't think he thinks you could hurt him. Damn that. He walked right into ooh, that shit missed him by like that much. That check hook. He's surviving. He is surviving right now. He is surviving. He's doing a little bit more than surviving right now. He's actually punching and getting his fair licks in there. But Delgado looks like to be the more fresher of the fighters. He looks to be the more calculated, the patient of the fighters. Goya's here. What he looks like he's doing, he's just reacting. He's just reacting. He doesn't. I'm not sure he's really like this is what he worked out in the gym. This is his game plan. Um, he's surviving a little bit and fighting. He's making it interesting for sure. Um, but Delgado is definitely looks like to be the more fresher of the two fighters. He's a little bit more methodical in his approach. You can see that he's breaking him down. At first, he was getting those one shots. Now he's trying to put his punches together in combinations now. Let's see what happens here. Timestamp, where are we? This is the sixth round? I can't see that. Oh, nice. That's not a good misstep right there for Koyas. Ooh, good body shot in the inside right there. It's right in like in the solar plex. Koyas shoots the 1-2 straight down. Lindolfo pops the jab. He's stand there. Both men are in the center of the ring. And right now, both men working the jab. They exchange a good stiff jab. Both men's heads snap back. Lindolfo comes forward. They tie up in the middle of the ring. The referee needs to get in there, but he lets them fight out. And both men in the center of the ring. A lot of flinching going on. Lindolfo snaps the jab. They tie up. The referee let him fight in. He steps in, breaks him up. Lindolfo starts off with the jab again. And Koyas is still leaning forward. And that uppercut, he shot it out there. And he's leaning. And he every time he lowers his legs. And that straight right came popping in, snapping in. Lindolfo is shooting that right. And Goyas he's gonna catch him bouncing back up because you could tell he's doing this. And Lindolfo's trying to catch him with that straight right right in the bounce. Boom. He's gonna sit him down. He shot it a couple times. He just didn't catch him. He's just like right there. He keeps going like this, right? And you could see it. Lindolfo just nice uppercut. Good, good. He's setting him up for that too. He wants him to go like this. In the moments, what you're gonna do while you're exhausted, you're gonna do what was working for you, and without you really realizing it, your body's gonna do it. Yo, Lindolfo is waiting for that shot, bro. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, he's systematically breaking Koyas down now, right now, and Koyas is definitely surviving. He's taking a licking, but definitely taking his time, getting his energy up to getting the breathe, the much needed breath. Um, and he's surviving. He's durable. He's tough. Um, it goes to show you, man. Hold on. Let me. I there was something I knew I was looking up. I forgot. Hold up. I need to check something out. They gotta look at the fighter right now. You gotta ask yourself right now: is he punching strong? You know what I mean? Um, is he still in the fight? Is he responding to you right now? What's his body language? You know, um, sending your fighter out there just to take a beating. You still got to at this point in the fight. You got to start doing a little bit of math, right? And he's not out of the fight, no, right? But you want to start paying attention to him, and I think this is when you start watching him more, seeing if he's taking more damage, and it's tough when your fighter just gives you that enough not to stop it. He's trying to roll with some of these. Ooh, what a body shot. Lindolfo digged up a body of shot and he really got his attention. That one really got his attention. I'm gonna tell you right now. He's just doing enough. He's doing enough to stay in the fight all the time. And Lindolfo, like, he's rolling with some of these punches, but he's also getting connected with some of these punches because Koyas is you know, he is landing here, man. You think Lindolfo's settled in and he's just looking for that shot? Instead, he's not boxing no more. You could see him. He just keeps doing that 1-1-2, and he's looking. I could see it, and he's just bought into that punch that he hasn't been boxing for a little while now. Delgado is just, yeah, he saw something, and no, he's got to abandon it for now and sell it. He's got to do some work. Oh, what a body shot. Come on, man. Delgado gotta you gotta box now. You gotta like you gotta mix it up. Work this jab upstairs, downstairs. Koyas is starting to pop this jab, baby. He's starting to pop this jab now. Look at this man. And that was your bread and butter right there. Boom. But then he stands there and he ducks down and he takes these pretty heavy punches. He definitely calmed Delgado down with that jab. He sure the hell did. Now, Gabriel Koyas got stopped by Subriel in the 8th round, right? Okay. So he got stopped in the 8th. Where are we at right now? You know, I feel like Subriel could have had him out in the 6th, the 5th, 6th, right around there. He could have really had him out if he wanted to. Go back and watch that fight. Subriel, like, you saw it, man. He was like telling the ref, yo, enough. Yo, like, you know, when you got the fighter telling the ref, yo, step in, like, he don't want to hit that guy no more. He's feeling bad for the dude. Delgado has some good moments in that round, but Gabriel here started take back over with that jab. You saw that, and he started just pop, pop, pop. I don't know. Oh, he's Gabriel's getting a little sloppy right now. He doesn't his cardio's not holding up. He's getting a little sloppy. Starting to lead now. But Gabriel, oh, here we go. Here we go. Now he's abandoning the jab and he's got like all reserve into the like this rocking thing. There's one jab from him and Delgado jumped off his feet. Oh, no, there it is. See he that's the shot right there. He wanted that shot. Trust me. That was it. That was it. Oh, what an uppercut by Gabriel. Nice uppercut to Delgado's chin right there on the inside. Really got his attention. As you notice, he ain't throwing a punch. And it's going like, say, oh, he just snapped it. One. There we go. And here comes Gabriel, man, doing just enough. Just when you think, like, oh my goodness, man. Now he's getting tagged up now. He ain't getting this win. You crazy. Delgado's piecing him up. And here we go, Gabriel. Popping that jab again. Snapping his head back. Oh, Lindolfo go. He Lindolfo's definitely getting the harder shots and some of the cleaner power shots. And the judges are gonna see that Lindolfo Delgado's punches have more effect to them than Gabriel's jab and the 1-2. Although, you can see, yeah, he's getting, he's he's definitely getting Delgado's attention. Just try to get him with a little cheeky hook right there, and then they wanted to give. You don't do a dirty punch like that and then say my bag. Nah, bro, own it. Yeah, try to hit you. Protect yourself at all time. I don't know. What's up? What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. What's up, guys? Towers, what's up? What up? Uh, I think the Vargas kid is fighting next, right? They were showing it like all night, but I'm sitting here talking and doing the show and everything, and just keeping the show going along until we get to those fights that we really want to watch too. And this Delgado fight is a fight that I want to watch too. Obviously we're watching it and I'm breaking it down. But I think the Vargas kid might be fighting next. So I'm anxious to see that, you know. What up, on truck? Yo, man, this Gabriel kid, man, it's he does good shit, right? But you can tell his cardio. He's tired. He's a little tired, but he stays active, And Delgado's got to figure out this puzzle. He's got to figure this out. Delgado's got to come in there and take a little bit of chance. And now he's taking some chance. Now he's punching strong right now. There was a good combination upstairs, downstairs. Delgado and Koyaz, see with this all this tapping, like, nah, you do shit, you gotta own it. And here comes Delgado putting his hands together and he's seeing that he's getting to him a little bit more. So you're gonna start to see combinations now coming out of Delgado right now. You're gonna see some combinations. He's gonna open up and you know, uh Koyas's body language is not that good. Where that you could see he's like, but he's tough. He's tough. Watch him. Watch him. He like takes a little bit of damage, takes a deep breath, gathers his energy bar, lets it charge up a little, and then comes in boom 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 type shit. Ooh, nasty. Now, nice jab, nice jab. I mean, look at this. He does straight right. Boom. Goyas, he does good stuff. Oh, now they're slugging it out, both men. And Lindolfo, he's trying to lean on him right now to try to like sap out that last little bit of energy of him. and he should be working the body more a little bit. He's throwing the 1-2 upstairs, and Goyaz is just, oh, here he goes. Lindolfo got him up against the ropes, and that's where I feel he should have went to the body. You know, if you want to sap the rest of this guy's energy out, Lindolfo, nice uppercut. Koyas is doing good work here too. I gotta admit that 1-2 be popping when he be throwing it, and that little sneaky uppercut on the inside is really making it a difficult fight for Lindolfo right now. I think um, Goyas is not out of this fight by all means. His body language, he looks to be the more tired of the two fighters, and Landolfo seems to be the fighter that has it more together, so to speak. I see him getting tired in his own right, but not fatigued like what his body language is showing right now, Goyas. So, where are we right now in the rounds? Oh, both men exchanging right now. They're showing some highlights, and right there, Goyas, man, snapping that right over, and he's just showing Lindolfo that he's not out of this fight, and he's making it a real dog fight. You know, shout out to Goyas for coming into this fight against Lindolfo, a pretty good name right now in boxing. Okay, a pretty good. Oh, nice 1-2 by Lindolfo to start off the action here. Where are we right now? This is round 10. I can't see that. Can anybody put what's up? The old Lindolfo. Oh man, what a shot! Get off the ropes, Goya. Get off the ropes. Nice 1-2. He answers back, and Lindolfo answers back with a right hand over the top and another right hand over the top. And both men are slugging it right now. And he comes over with a right over the top right now. It's Goyas, and Goyas is pacing on the outside. He hits a body shot, and both men exchanging a jab in the center of the ring. And here comes Lindolfo right now, popping it, but really not hitting it. Referee comes in and breaks both men up right now. And then Goyas is just, dipping again, dipping, but deceiving him. Then he stops dipping and then catches Lindolfo right there. He's been sleeping, Lindolfo, with that shot. It looks like he's been walking. He's been waiting for that one all night. And Goyas comes with a 1-2 over it. And Lindolfo ties up in the center of the ring right now. Lindolfo thought he had a man wounded. Goyas showing him he's not out of this fight by no means. No stretch of the imagination right now. And he hits him and snaps over the top of the head. And the referee breaks him up right now. They both men in the center of the ring right now. It's a real dog fight right now. Lindolfo popping 2 shots over the top. Goyas answering back. Ooh, he got his attention with a good body shot. Goyas comes over the top. Lindolfo ties up right now. And the referee has to come in again. Both men getting their fair share of shots right now. And Goyas is looking at him. Lindolfo is popping that jab. Goyas is answering back with a jab of his own of a 1-1. And Lindolfo's coming forward. The left check hook. Goyas hits Lindolfo. Oh, both men. Oh, and Goyas go forward with a running 1-2. And then Lindolfo is pacing himself. Both men measured in the center of the ring. They tie up again, and the referee has to come and split them up. This round has been better in action. Both men trying to show each other that they're not backing down. There is no back down right here. Goyas is showing he's in there. He's in for the fight. Did you say title eliminator? Oh no, here comes Lindolfo popping that sweet check hook. And then he's working his jab. Oh, Lindolfo looks like he took a deep breath right there. And here comes Goyas with the 1-2. And the Lindolfo blocks. Referee has to come in. And both men showing a little signs of fatigue and closing out of this jab. And they should. Both men exchange again 1-2. And both, not one guy does not want to take a step backwards. Lindolfo with the 1-2 upstairs. And Koya answers back again. Both men look at each other. And then they hit each other. And that's a closing round right there. There has been an increase of action. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't think Goyas wants to go home. I don't think he says the fight is over. Just when you think you got a guy on the way out, no. This is boxing. Phew, man. What's up, guys? Man, this I thought Lindolfo was gonna pack this dude up. I mean, Sabriel had his number, but he's obviously proven that he is definitely game. He's definitely showing that he's like, wow, look at this. Look at this, man. Talk about grit, reminds me of someone. I can't quite put my finger on it. You know, guys that don't check out of a fight, bite down on the mouthpiece. We got ourselves a fight. Those type guys. I could be tired later, even though you're dying in the ring. Mm-mm. I know those kind of guys. Yeah. And Koyas right now, he's just, you know, uh, he's doing a little bit more than surviving nowadays in this, what I mean, in these rounds. He's really mixing it up. Lindolfo trying to make it an ugly fight. He's trying to edge himself and trying to make it a more inside fight. But this mid-range thing that Lindolfo is doing, he has the opportunity to go inside, and I'm noticing it, and he's not. And he's playing this mid-range game, where oh no, he just caught Goyas with a couple good shots. He had a little awkward step there. Both men are in the center of the ring. I believe it's the 11th round right now, and I would like to see Goyas pop that jab again. Oh, nice right over the top. Lindolfo comes over with a 1-2 over his own. Goyas shoots downstairs, upstairs. Both men exchange in the middle of the ring. Goyas is still trying to work this jab. Lindolfo is fighting off the back foot, and he's coming forward right now. And Goyas is snapping the jab, but he's not putting anything behind it. But he's not bobbing. So he's doing different shit, and which is good. And Goyas can't, allow him to get a beat on him. So I like he's that's I think he rocked him to sleep with that shit. Yeah, Lindolfo. He rocked Lindolfo to sleep with that shit. Oh no! Oh no! You can't stay there, Koyas. Don't stay there and let him fire off on you like that. Use your legs. Now use that little bending thing, bro. Delgado. Oh no! Delgado is on the inside. He. I don't. Uh, every time I think something for this guy, um, then all of a sudden he like pulls a fucking rabbit out of the hat. See, Delgado is still strong. Why doesn't he fight like that in the middle? You see how strong he was in the last bit of the round, Delgado. He needed to do. I don't know. Gabriel, um, he was standing in the pocket too long, and Lindolfo was firing off on him. Some shots I felt like he shouldn't. He didn't have to take. I didn't feel like he had to take some of that punishment. He could have used his legs a little bit more. I know he's tired. I know he's tired and shit, but you know, uh, it depends how these refs watching this. Are they watching it for activity or the output, forward aggression, or the judges are more on the side of you know uh uh effective punching? How are these judges viewing this fight? I'm curious. I want to know because uh Gabriel here has been getting his fair share of punches in, and Delgado, he's yeah. Oh! Oh! He said that he knocked him down. Gabriel just knocked out Lindolfo. Gabriel just knocked out Lindolfo. Delgado. He dropped him with a check hook. Oh, that gave him a surge of energy. But here comes Lindolfo Delgado coming forward. Oh, doing a lot of rabbit punching behind the head. This is the 12th round. He dropped him in the 12th round. If Gabriel here, oh my God, can he pull one of the biggest upsets? There were a lot of swing rounds here. Oh no, come on, kid Gabriel, don't get hit. Don't get hit with a big shot. How much time is it? Oh my God, there's a minute. That's forever. There's over a minute. Boom. Gabriel Rosario. I lost my mind. Yo, Gabriel Rosario. Oh, no, Gabriel Rosario. Oh my God, I'm calling him a different name. He's fighting like him. Shit. Ah. Oh my God. Goyaz. Gabriel Goyaz. Listen. He's just got to say, oh, big shot too. Wow, they tie up right now. Lindolfo is looking. He's trying to get this knockdown. Lindolfo's coming forward, throwing punches, and Gabriel here ties up right now. The referee breaks him up. This could be a monumental upset right now. I'm shocked. And Lindolfo's coming forward. He's smothering his work right now. Gabriel is tired, you could tell, but he's still dangerous. And he's leaning forward. He fires off a 1-2 of his own, and Lindolfo's trying to create space and put his glove and smothered him. The referee breaks it up right now. Both men exchange right hands, but both sweet, and then real quick, both men exchanging bang on the inside. This is a hooker plus hooker. Oh, don't hook with a hooker, they say. Oh my God. Oh, it's over. Ah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did Gabriel goes oh did Gabriel just pull off an upset? Holy shit balls. Gabriel Gozara. Bro, I am fucking speechless right now. He did not just come in here and beat Lindolfo Delgado. Oh my God, that check hook was nasty. If you missed the first one, wow. He tagged him, bro. Damn. Yo. Did Landolfo Delgado just lose? They talking about he ready for Matias. He this, he that. That he be ready for the top. Guys, oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yo. Who won this fight? Oh shit. Who I'm waiting for what they say. I wanna hear the scorecards. What's up, Mark? Yeah, that's only two fighters. Uh, Robert Garcia probably got like the biggest stable of champions right now, plus fighters. Like we're not. I wasn't even counting just his regular fighters that don't got belts. If we were to do that, his but like I said, like when you're a coach and you have a stable of fighters that much, you're responsible for all of them. If you're if they're representing your gym and you're their coach and you're in their corner. So all the wins and losses affect you as a coach. So like when they come up and tally coach of the year, and then you guys got like a coach that got like two fighters or three fighters, and then all his fighters are world champion, and he gets the coach of the year award because he got three fighters and they happen to be all world champions. And they're like, oh, that coach is the best. And here we got Robert Garcia. He's got like fucking five world champions or whatever, right? And like, I don't know, 12 of his guys fight that year. And he happens to lose like maybe seven of the fights. But his champions win. They won't give him coach of the year because he has more losses than wins. And this guy got three fighters that you know see what I'm saying? So when you got a big stable there, 114, 113, to Gabriel Goya. So 1-1. Oh shit. Look at him. He skated by a narrow margin. Oh man. Yo, did that man just exposed Lindelfo Delgado that he's been doing this to these guys, lower dudes? But when you got a guy that'll stand toe to toe and that can take his punch, that'll fight him, that won't be bullied, that won't fold under his relentless attack. Look at this. Yo, that dude held a good account of himself. Subriel Matias destroyed him, this Gabriel dude. And I mean by the third round, he was done, to tell you the truth. Go back and watch the fight. Don't take my word for it. Subriel destroyed this dude. He had him feeling guilty for him for like 4 rounds. And Subriel was telling the referee, yo, watch him. Like that, don't you think that's enough? Like, yeah. So I mean, for the most part, he took Delgado's power, right? That I mean, you know what I mean? And Subriel power was different. When Subriel punched him in his face, you saw it to Gabriel. When Subriel was landing shots on Gabriel's face, you could see the effects. Delgado just punched him clean, flush shots. You saw it. Yeah, he's pieced up a little. You saw it. Gabriel's not looking like a spring chicken. Like you could tell he's been in a fight, of course. But Subriel's punches to his face were a lot harder. He accumulated way more damage by the third round. He barely could see. Fuck out of here. Yeah, nah. Adolfo Delgado, pretty skilled, but he, if you ask me, could he beat Richard Hitchison? Right? Uh, no, not like that. Not like that. Then Adolfo Delgado can't fight Richard Hitchison like that. Richard Hitchison will pick him apart. Richard Hitchens is a big 140-pounder. See that 10-pound rehydration claw with that belt that Richard Hitchens, it doesn't allow him to blow up the way he wants to. I wonder for how long he could do this little balancing act, Richard Hitchison at the 140-pound and just move up. Because now the 147-pound weight division is getting real interesting. You know what I'm saying? It's getting real interesting with the new arrival of Devin Haney. He's calling a lot of other fighters there, like Ryan Garcia's of the world and, so forth. So and then you got Brian Norman Jr. there, So uh I'm not too thrilled about Mario Barrio and this Manny Pacquiao rumors that they're talking about wanting to shoot a rematch with Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrio. I don't know. I don't know about that. Uh, Tell me what you guys feel about that. Do you want to see that again? The Mario Barrio Manny Pacquiao too. Uh, I just want to see this Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. fight. Xander Zion. Um, this kid Xander, man. This kid Xander, man. He's doing some good shit, right? When you talk about when you talk about uh the division at 154, right? And you talk about the who's who at 154, the new arrival, Jerron Boots Ennis into the division and really added a lot of, you know, power, more flair to the division, right? We would have thought anyway, right? Jerron Boots Ennis, many people looking at him, using these words like phenon and shit, right? Phenon? Uh, I'm not sure about that. Uh, who did he phenon? Where did he do that at? Like, okay, he beat these guys. All right, respectfully, but no, nah, not yet. You're gonna have to earn that, right? Okay. So when he gets into 154, I'm sitting there and I see him and Ortiz get in the ring, and then all of a sudden they're talking about $10 million or no fight. Which one of those fighters is worth $10 million? Respectfully, tell me which one of them. Jerron Boots Ennis, he never made $10 million in none of his fights. Who? Virgil Ortiz, he never made $10 million in none of his fights. Not even close. Nowhere even near that. Shit, nowhere near 3 million. And they're asking for 10? Is somebody trying to price themselves out? Who's scared here? That's what I'm talking about. When you see Xander, he's not bullshitting. He's already trying to unify the belt with the WBA champion. They already got a fight. Signed, sealed. That's it. And these guys don't even have belts. Jerron Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz. And they want what? $10 million. Where's the $10 million fight on that? Are they behind you? Who the hell is going to pay 10 million? You would lose. Okay. I'm I'm just being pointing out facts. This is not talking shit. Just please help me understand where this would be a $10 million fight, right? Okay. Ron Boots Ennis, your highest gates were both in Philadelphia. What'd you sell? 12,000 tickets, 10,000 in one, and maybe 12 in the other. Your gate. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. How much were you paid for the fights? I'm not sure if Jerron Boots Ennis has made $1 million yet in any of his fights. I think the unification, he might have made, like, after taxes, he didn't take home 1 million either. Um, no, no. So, okay, Jerron Boots Ennis, you didn't break no gate at the Barclays Center like Tank, right? You didn't do any of that shit. So let's see the other side. Maybe it's Virgil Ortiz that's the $10 million guy. Okay, let's look at Virgil. What do you mean he doesn't have a world title? What do you mean he's never sold nothing like that? If you were to put their fight in their hometown and you was to do the highest gate either fighter ever made, you would lose money at the gate. You couldn't even pay $10 million. Are you crazy? I don't know. I don't know. That's it. Has did Jerome Booth ever pay him fight on pay-per-view? Well, you fight on the zone with the zone package. That's not pay-per-view, right? Like, no, these guys are fucking crazy, bro. And then there's this kid. He's 22 years old, Puerto Rican kid. He's not bullshitting. He's sitting around, not playing any games, and unifying world titles and showing the guys in the division that if you want to unify belts, this is how it's done. And meanwhile, these two guys, they can't fight for their interim belts. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then pretty soon, I'm going to tell you right now, right? What's probably going to happen, which Xander is going to start getting better with every fight. I got Xander in this fight. I hope he unifies and I hope he goes out of Bakra after Bakram. And he proves to the world, like I know, that Xander is actually the better boxer out of all the champions. Now, the one I fear the most, obvious, is going to be Sebastian Fundora, the Tower Inferno at 154. And the reason why I fear him the most, right, is because I know Mendoza knocked him out, right? But he's a problem. He's a problem for anyone. Oh shit, my boy Emiliano General, he's coming into action now. So he's a problem. Um, when I watched Sebastian Fundora, his early part of his career, he was an inside fighter. He was a tall guy that gave up all his attributes. He didn't use his length, his height. He wanted to mix it up with you on the inside. So he took a lot of punches early in the early part of his career, Sebastian Fundora. But of late, he's been fighting long. He's been learning how to fight long. You don't have to teach him how to mix it up on the inside because that's all he did in the first half of his career, the better part of it anyway. So he started fighting, trying to fight long, and that's where he got caught when Mendoza caught him over the top. Mendoza goes on to fight Tim Tszyu and gets destroyed. And then you see what kind of development and how far along Sebastian Fundora has been getting from how he made Tim Tszyu quit on the stool. He beat the shit out of Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu's a tough fighter. For him to quit, no, that's saying a lot. You need to read into that. You know how they say don't read too much into something? Well, no, you better read into that. Sebastian Fundora is a problem. And if you don't remember that ass whooping he did to Lubin, where Lubin's own mother did not recognize her son. He disfigured that man. Sebastian can crack. He is a problem. And he will be a problem, I believe, for any fighter that can't figure out that puzzle. You get hit too many times with Flacco's shot, yo, he's snapping. Tim, look it, man. Tim Zoo is he. Some might say he's damaged because when Barker, look, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. You know, if that's the only knockdown you suffered in your career, you could spare an ass whooping. There was no way that Tim Zoo was damaged goods, bro. There's no way. And then he got that one fight that tune up in between where he got his confidence and you saw him, you know what I'm saying? Like beating the shit out of the homeboy. What was his name there? Freaking I forget his name. But Tim Zoo knocks him out. And he got that like that confident booster fight back up that you want to get your fighter that kind of fight. You know what I'm saying? I think his name was Spencer, some shit like that. Spencer, some shit. I remember. I'm trying to see his name in my head. So he beats him. So Sebastian Fundora is a problem, bro. And I think that if anybody, he should go after him last if he's gonna stick around to unify. Emiliano here, man. This kid is something else. Yo, let's see how he does his thing, man. The one thing they criticize his father in his career that very young they pushed him too fast. They threw him in with big, real seasoned fighters, real early. I think like at 19 years old, his father, you know, uh, he got he got stopped bad by Felix Trinidad, my Puerto Rican fighter. You know, um, at, if you ask me, I might be a little biased, but I don't think there's a better left check hook than Felix Trinidad's in the game, bro. That shit was lightning fast. It shit, man. Listen, I had to rewind that shot in the 12th round. The way he hit Fernando Vargas down, man. Yo, it was crazy. That shot was crazy, man. That was like, you know, um, yeah. And that's the one thing they they talk about with, the father and the son. The father, obviously have been did business in the past with some of the top promoters in the game. And, he's crossed paths with a lot of the, players in the game, him himself being a world champion, Fernando, you know, um, so getting his sons, the right promotion and the right backing and getting these people that have the best interest of your son as a boxer in mind. You feel me? So, uh, yeah, bring Brian Mendoza back. I mean, he caught a bad one against Tim Zoo. Tim Zoo had his number. You know, uh, had he not lost that bad against Tim Zoo, yeah. But the rematch, Sebastian Fondora might want to get that back. That would be interesting. It's not always that let's bring Brian back because he knocked out Sebastian or whatever, which yeah merits that. I could see that, but it could also that Sebastian would want the fight. Yo, I want that fight. In fact, I know Subia Matias wants Liam Paro bad, and Liam Paro moved up. You know, uh, he talked about coming back down when he got that belt and shit, but Subir Matias quickly got himself into a lot of fights surrounding him and getting into that belt for that WBC. If you don't got the right backing, a big promotional company or streaming company backing you, you're not fighting for that WBC world title. You're not. The WBC championship of the worlds in every weight division, although the most prestigious belt in all of boxing right now carries probably the biggest weight in all of boxing, it's a popularity contest, unfortunately. Uh, it has a ranking system, but I try to explain this to people. It does have a ranking system per se of like war number one, number two, number three, whatever, right? But they can elect who they deem worthy to fight for their belt and their board members. If they feel the number one guy, number two guy ain't bringing them in the dough, but the number three guy is Orion Garcia, guess who's going to get the shot? They like the most popular guys wearing their belts. Uh, this guy right here set that trend, and that's all they're looking for. They want to keep respectfully so. If you can have the most popular champions with your belt wrapped around their waist, what do the fans see? They see your favorite fighter, the most popular fighter, with their belt around their waist, and that's how they're able to stay the most prestigious among all belts. The WBC, like whenever you see shit popping off, notice the WBC so powerful, they like nudge their way in, and pretty soon it's just WBC, right? Right? It's fucking crazy. They're making all these trophy belts and shit. They off the hook. How the hell did the WBC make a WBC title freedom belt for Tank Davis when Tank Davis has never owned the WBC world title? He has a WBA. How the hell did they come in on his fight night to award him a belt, the freedom belt? Fucking crazy. The WBC came up with a plan of putting all the belts in one belt. Oh, yeah, what a coincidence. The belt is green, and the biggest letters are the WBC, and all the other ones are the little ones underneath, the WBA, the IBF, and the WBO. They're they're powerful, bro. There they are. Here we go. This fight's about to start. Okay, El General. This guy looks tough. Look at his tattoos. Uh-oh. Huh? He's 35. 19 and 13. 13 knockouts. 3 losses. Jonathan Montreal. Uh-oh. Jonathan's punching. 13 big waves by knockout. Only 3 losses. Fernando back there suffered his first loss. You look at General Young, 21 years old. Man, what when I give to be 21? What the fuck? 21, 5'9". Look at this kid. It's the nephew I never had. Look at him. Not a mark on him. Not a tattoo. Not a high mom. Nothing. Look at him. Pure excellence. Pushing his putting his best foot forward. I can't hate the kid for doing exactly what we would want out of our own son to do. No, it doesn't make him better because he doesn't have any tattoos or anything like that, or what he wears. It doesn't make him better as a person. No, of course not. But among what he's around and everything in his situation, yeah, that speaks. Why don't you look like them? Why ain't you tatted all the way up? Where's the gold chains? Where's the facade? Like, nah, it's crazy. And then you don't look like them in the ring. You don't look like them. Here we go. Here we go. And both fighters meet each other in the ring. Emmanuel is very patient, using his feints right now, level changing. One stab jab to the chest, one to the body. And Jonathan circling away from his power. He he's good off his toes, Jonathan. He looks good. Look, stab jab body downstairs to the body by Jonathan. He follows it up with another one. And El General's being very patient right now in the leopard shorts. And Minion just feeling out, throwing out the jab, using it as a jab finder. One jab's downstairs, hard downstairs to the body. Got Jonathan's attention here. Ooh, check hook. Emiliano blocks that off. Nice stiff jab, right straight down the pike. Jonathan's not careful. He's got to watch. Emiliano is snappy. And Jonathan covers up, circles out, tries a check hook, block by Emiliano, and Emiliano stalking. Wow, nice body shot downstairs. And Jonathan is covering up now, just covering up. You can see Emiliano got his attention. Oh, body shot. He tried to touch his hand. Emiliano doesn't want to touch gloves. He don't have nothing of that shit. He's here to fight. And Jonathan's soon gonna know that this is a blood sport. Yeah, we ain't sparring. Boom. You're here to assist me on whooping your ass. Emmanuel Rodriguez told him. You are here to assist me on whooping your ass. Your little 13 knockouts? No, 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 no. I'm different. And here comes El General. Patient, methodical. Look at him. Boom. Nice body shot. Not smothering his work. Oh, wow. Mm-mm-mm. Get him out of here. Well, well, I mean, what can you say, bro? Them body shots were vicious. He was gonna fold under that. Uh, Come on, man. Shit froze. Hold on. Come on, man. Come on. Oh shit. Good thing I looked at it. It almost just died completely on me. Come on. He was gonna fold him. He should have. Then that shit's a brutal sport. That BFK knuckle bear match. That shit's going on too, right? That's a brutal sport too, man. You be fighting in that. Your life expectancy is what, like 3 fights? That's your career. You're done after 3 fights. That dude Mike Perry, yo, that dude's gonna be brain dead, bro. In like 10 years, he's gonna leave his house and never remember how to get back. That's a shame, bro. That he has to look like that, like after every fight. That dude, that shit is crazy, bro. My girl loves that shit. Yo, apparently I can't get this fight now. What the fuck? Damn, what happened in the fight? That fight got to be over with. Emmanuel Rodriguez. I mean Emmanuel Rodriguez. Emmanuel Emmanuel Vargas had to have already knocked this guy out. He had to by now. That guy was eating too many body shots. He was folding over. I could already see it. He was gonna work his way and knock him out. This sucks right now. What the fuck, bro? Now I'm not gonna be able to watch this fucking Espinoza fight. It'll probably come on in a little while. It's bullshit. What the fuck happened in the fight now? Fuck it. Let me back out. I'm gonna in that one. I'll just find. Damn, what happened in the fight? Motherfucker. She ain't gonna give it to me. I wonder why it doesn't do that anymore. Fuck. It's on tube. I have tuba, but I'm fucking lazy, bro. And I didn't download it on this. And it's in my room. That's why I put it on this. But mine froze. Now I would have to download it all over here, which I'm doing. Right. Right. I gotta download all this stupid shit now because I didn't do none of that. Damn it. All right, here we go. Wow, this guy's still around. Ooh, what a good body shot. This guy's tough. Oh, oh, a good uppercut. Damn. They were fighting like that. He got a pretty good chin. He's tough. The timing on Emmanuel's punches though is pretty good in the fight so far, right? As for as long as it went. Most of the dudes that he hit with those shots like that, they folded. But this kid right here, man, Jonathan here, he looked pretty tough. I would like to see this fight over, like on a steady stream and shit, not interrupted like this. It happened. I gotta go back and I gotta watch this fight again because there's probably a lot of shit that happened that I didn't see. I gotta watch this again. Fuck, man. It came back on and then it went back off. Damn, bro. Fucking top rank, bro. Yo, top rank. They like the ex girlfriend on the outside, watching you go to dinner with your girlfriend and shit. That's what top rank is right now. They out here like hoeing around with all different streaming networks. They don't got nowhere where they're like, you know what I mean? For God's sake, they had the Naoya Inoue fight on Facebook. It was crazy. It was crazy. Well, this sucks. This really sucks right here. This fucks up my night really, because I'm about to like because I should just go down on like the Tubi shit, man. But I know it's gonna be a pain in the ass, man. I just know it is because I know what I did. Damn it. I knew it. I knew I wasn't going to get the dick. I'm going to have to wake my wife up. Ah, she's got the code. Like, what the fuck was the. Hmm. This is bullshit. M- Key, never let your wife help you put in your passwords. Never. Got it. Yeah, I know it's free, but I had to fucking down. You gotta like sign up for it again or whatever, and you gotta put your account on. And I knew it was gonna be a pain in the ass to do. Maybe it's something wrong with my internet. No, there's nothing wrong with my internet. Then how am I streaming here? Wait a minute. Serious right now? Still, bro. Come on, man. I did all this shit, man. Ah. Got it. Come on, man. Ah, this is stupid, bro. I think I got it anyway. But the fight probably be over by now. What the fuck? Wow, that fight is still going on? Oh shit. No, got it. All right. This kid is still fighting him. What round we in? Seventh round? Wow. Holy shit. This kid is way more durable. And this was a good fight then. I want to see this fight back over. If this kid is still around this and he took them kind of shots from El General, look at the side of his face. He's wearing it. Damn, but yeah, I really got to study this fight. Oh, that body shot was vicious. El General dig into the body, then he goes upstairs. Boom. Rolling with shots too. Very stingy on what he's giving this kid. Looks like he made him work for it, huh? So, if any punch, what did this kid Mon- Montreal Montreal what if anything what punch was he landing the best on Emmanuel? I want to see this fight again. I want to see if young Vag is here. What did he have trouble with? If anything, did he have anything, that was giving him fits or that he couldn't adjust well to? Um, Now that I'm back in round seven, he's moving great. Still got a lot of flick to his jab. Oh, nice. Stepped into that one. This kid got a beard. He didn't come here to get walked over by young Vargas here. He definitely came here to fight this kid right here, whoever he is. I don't know much about him. Um, but it looks like already, by his he looks like he's already taken his fair share of punches already in the fight. Uh, Young Vargas here, he looks for the most part, from what I know of this fight so far, I don't know much because, like I said, I had to like freaking subscribed to this thing. I was just watching on my regular thing, and it started buffering. So now I had to do it by the Tubi. But what I see here is young Vargas here, right? Is definitely in control of the fight from what it looks like. Um, they're showing some highlights right now. Damn, he slipped that right through the guard, huh? And the thing about Vargas, right? What I like about him, he takes what the fighter gives him. He takes what he gives him, right? He's not like trying to guess what the guy's doing, and he's forcing to try to throw that one punch or something. He's 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 pretty good. He's pretty good for being a young fighter. 21, nice check hook on the inside. Oh, he's swinging strong. Got to keep those hands up, son. Got to keep those hands up because there's gonna be a guy that is tough that will weather this storm. Good shot. Wow, good exchange. This kid is tough, huh? This Jonathan kid. Mm-mm-mm. He is definitely not here to just get walked over by Vargas. Vargas is now stepping up in his rounds and shit. And he's got to see that he's going to be tested. Mm. And I can't say, but it's not from a lack of trying. This Vargas kid is tagging this dude. He picks his punches well. Good placement. Mm. Damn. Not a lot of fat on his punches, neither. Doesn't pull back for much. Pops it good. I like to see more of a fighter pushing him back. I want to see a fighter pushing him back a little. I want to see how he fights going backwards a little more. I want to see that. He clinches. He covers up well. He gets he gets this. He has like this little pause in between his combinations. El General. He'll throw a combination and he'll pause if he's gonna throw another one. Sometimes he gets a little bit enamored by his work. He like he throws the combination off and he sits to wait to see if there's gonna be an effect. He'll hit a punch. He'll stay a little bit that tenth of a second too long in there. I think he expects the other guy to push back. Uh, and that might have caused him standing in there and then allowing the other guy to fire off. Sometimes when you experience, I guess, in your career where you were putting these guys away fairly quickly, right? Wow, he just caught man, you just got caught with a nice shot by this dude. And he got another one. And that check hook is firing off on Emmanuel. I like that. I like that. Give him a fight. I like that. Come on. Push young Vargas. Push him. Come on, Jonathan. Oh, yeah. Make it dirty. Make it dirty. There you go. Come on. You're there. You got to do something. If you're going to be in there tied up, Jonathan, you got to fire off, man. Fucking punch Vargas, man. Come on. Push him. Come on, Jonathan. There you go. Come on. If you're going to make it dirty, mix it up, you got to punch his arms. You got to make it tough on him, man. Don't let just Vargas fire off like this on you. He's backed in the corner. There you go. He's fighting backwards now. He's fighting going on his back foot. Let's see. Come on. Let's see how strong you are. Come on, Vargas. And he's not pushing you like that. Come on, Vargas. Stay together. Mm, I like this fight. You gotta respect this kid Jonathan too, man. He's definitely making it interesting. Yo, oh, good exchange. Come on, Vargas, stay together. You know, no, 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 no. See Vargas right now, right? I like this. I like this because he's ooh ooh he almost got him. He threw it. He swung for the bleachers. Ah, he almost connect. Jonathan's grabbing the top of his forehead like this. Like, is he cut? Is he cut? I like this fight right here because I'm hungry. I like this fight. You know why? Because this fight starts to answer some questions for your fighter. Especially having a young fighter coming up and you want to get like a measuring stick of like, because that's when you start to ask your fighter, like Xander, right? A lot of people felt at the time he was too early to go in for a world title. Some people said, nah, sink or swim, put him in. So as you start to develop your fighter, you wanna start to know if they're ready. And it's best that they experience these kind of fights at this level in the game. You don't want him to come across his worst kind of fight like this, being pushed back, being fatigued, having to dig deep in a world title fight. You want the world title fight was by the time you get to the world title fight, you've molded your fighter. Now you're getting the better version of him. See? And this right here is being tested. You learn a lot from fights like this. This is what I want to see. You know, I want to see Vargas go the distance. I want to see somebody stand up to his punching power when somebody that just doesn't fold. I want to see that. I want to see how he fights tired. I want to see how he fights going backwards. You know, what does he do in these situations? And as a young fighter, these are the kind of questions and kind of fights that answer those kind of questions for me. You know, so yeah, right now he's using his feet. He's moving around. You could see he never did that before. It means that he is getting fatigued. Okay. And he's learning and finding a way to adjust to the fight. He's tried several things in this fight, and he hasn't been able to put this guy away. This guy is tough. Okay? So now he can't get Laxy Daisy. He's swinging for the fences right now, but now, he- well, some of them okay, he's a little bit more measured, a little bit tighter. He got back to what was winning him the fight. He didn't like, oh, good shot. That was a good shot. He just switched. Now he's fighting right-handed. And boom, boom. Let's go. I think that was a big shot on Jonathan. I think Jonathan played it off. Vargas hits him with a big shot, like one more big shot like that. I think he's going down. Oh, he staggered him back. He's ready to go. Oh, back of the head. Oh, he's complaining now. Oh, Jonathan's tough. He's tough. The referee doesn't want to hear your complaints. Oh, he's still swinging. Jonathan's still swinging. Yo, you gotta stay, expecting at least he's gonna throw a punch back. Nice, nice. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Somebody that pushes the fighter, man. You know, that's a good fight right there for him. That's a very good fight right there. I like that. Yo, man, they got their money's worth out of this Jonathan kid, bro. He didn't go in there trying, oh shit, the Vargas name. Wow, I'm supposed to lose. Nah, he went in there, and although I feel like he got his ass kicked for most of the fight, he gave a decent account of himself. Because them body shots, man, them shits did not look like they hurt. I mean, they tickled. They just looked like they hurt. But that's what you want. And this also is going to show the young Emmanuel Vargas is going to show El General that he's going to have these kind of type of fighters in front of him in the future, and what it takes to finish that kind of fighter. When you go back and you watch the tape and you see, he's going to ask himself, what could I have done different? What did I need to do? And these questions just try to stop that kind of fighter. You always get that kind of fighter sometimes, not always, but you will get that kind of fighter where the guy's like a zombie. And some guys even adopt the name zombie, because they take so many punches and keep coming forward. And they're like zombie fighters. Like, what the fuck do I got to do to stop this guy? He just keeps coming forward. So, when you come across those kind of fighters, big punchers, speed, early off in your career, you want to kind of get matched up with these kind of things so that you're more likely to succeed against it if you was to fare against that style once again. You've already seen it, you won, but you know yourself, you could have done better, and what could you have done better? So those, you know what I mean? And that's how the fighter gets better. Abdullah Mason was one of the guys that I was saying to myself, uh, when they were going to put him in for a world title, and look, you know what I mean? Talk about being at the right place at the right time, you know, because I don't think Abdullah gets a shot at that belt if uh Keyshawn Davis doesn't go through that meltdown in his hometown and loses the belt on the scale. Okay. And then Abdullah Mason got bumped up to the main event. And then not only did he win when he got bumped up to the main event, he gave a great account of himself, gave the crowd what they wanted, action. and then they rewarded him by fighting for the vacated belt that Keyshawn Davis lost on the scale. So now Abdullah Mason is basically going to switch places with Keyshawn Davis. And will Keyshawn Davis be forced to sit back and watch Abdullah Mason play out what should have been his life or his career? Is he always going to be a step ahead now? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I know that Keyshawn Davis is in the doghouse with Top Rank. They're in, he has been, and he's been upfront about it. As they announced Emmanuel uh Vargas the winner of this match right here, which it was clear to see. I'm not sure if this kid won any round against Vargas. It was probably a 10 sweep round, but it was good that young Vargas got that working and he showed he can go the 10 rounds. Yeah, now that is good. That's priceless. Yeah, to get your fighter to do that, like uh and show he can do that, that's good. Sometimes as a coach, you got to tell your fighter, "Hey, I know you can knock him out. I know you can, but that's not what I want you to do. I want you to go the distance. I want you to go the 10 rounds. I want you to blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera." So yeah. Hold on, guys. I'm going to go get myself something to drink before this fight starts. They should be starting in a second. Yeah, he lost that fight, bro. He got dropped in the 12th round. Bang, bang. Gotta eat my dinner, bro. My missus done cook some. Look at that plate. Y'all gonna pass up on that? You got, look at that, little baby potatoes and everything. Come on, man. Mm-mm-mm. That's some good stuff right there. Who y'all got in this fight? I just don't see nobody beating him. If he beat Espinoza, the way to get to him is like the way Robersi hurt him with the overhand. Is this gonna be another tough guy that wilts under his pressure? Just another tough guy takes a beating for a long time and then he puts him away. He fought Stephen Kubo Fulton, right? I love those little baby carrots. Yeah. What's the scooter? What I remember in that fight, he had a big record, and he had started late in boxing. This guy, what I knew about him, I remember he had started like late. He transitioned from one sport to the other, I think. Then that WBO title is changing. Remember when I talk about reading the belts? Look at his belt. Look at the things. Look at how much gold is coming on that motherfucker. Look at the plaques. He's already filled them in. Notice the white line around the WBO. You see the white line? It's still white. What he's trying to do is turn it that white line gold. When you turn that white line gold, that's 5 title defenses. That's when that belt really becomes a super. At least we know he's the type of champion that sends away for after all his victories, so his belt gets more prestigious. Because what that also says too, right? Say you beat him. Say you beat this guy beats Espinoza. He's got to take a picture in the ring with Espinoza's belt around him, so that when you look back, he beat that kind of champion. You take a picture with the guy's belt you beat, then the ceremony is complete. You got to go in the back dressing room or wherever, and you give him back his belt. That's not your belt. That's his belt with all his stuff on it. You give him back that belt, and then the WBO mails you your new belt that's plain, and you start your own legacy defending your belt. And that's what you're supposed to do. And that's what most of these belts got these plaques for and stuff. Espinoza's just working this jab right now, staying very patient. As he's always aiming his punches at a downward angle. Espinoza, because he's the much taller fighter. Um, this guy, uh, he had to know he's gonna have to come in. This was gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a tough night. But if you're able to weather the storm and you're able to go through Espinoza's and wear him down a little bit, it could all be worth it. There's a world title on the line here. So definitely. Uh Ooh, nice shots. There's that right hand. There you go. Hold up. The one thing that a lot of these guys do not do with Espinoza, they don't step in to him. Like they right there, like he should have stepped in and tried to dig off some of those shots into the body. But like it's kind of like, why is he like fighting and choosing to fight at the outside? That's Espinoza's game. Wouldn't you think that you would want him to like go in on the inside and try to like smother Espinoza because he's so long? So I would have thought that his coach would want him, to push him to, because his arms are so long too. If you ask me, that's kind of crazy that he's like staying mid range and outside with the much longer fighter. I gotta learn how to adjust my chair, my new chair. I just got this chair today. A nice one, leather. And this guy is not gonna win this fight doing this shit right here, bro. He's gotta, yeah, let you gotta let your hands fly, buddy. I'm sorry. I mean, this guy's gonna have to take some chances. He can't just see keep sitting on the outside, just taking Espinosa's shots like this. I don't like this tragedy right here. Even though you're partially blocking some of these shots with your gloves, those shots hurt. They hurt. A guy, man, he's just standing right in front of him, man. That's what it was. A kickboxing background. I knew it. Yeah, he had fought like in kickboxing, then he transitioned over to boxing very terribly late, but he managed to rack up a lot of fights in a short time. I remember he fought he was real active and he was a strong puncher. Yeah, see now they mentioned it, the Fulton fight and yeah, see, told you. Yeah, he fought Stephen Kubo Fulton. Ooh, nice overhand shot right there by a guy. and Espinoza rode with the punch. He like he snapped at the punch. You know, a guy he tried to put everything behind it. Mm. Espinoza just he puts that them combinations together pretty good, man, too. For a big guy. He puts that 1-2 right in the to their high guard and then comes around and snaps it right into your body. It gives you something to worry about up top because you got a block. Then he just steps around you, snap right into the body shot, just digging right into that body. Uh, um, I think his name is Arnold, a guy, right? Right? I remembered it being Arnold, the guy. I might be, I don't know if they said his name so far, but my thing is like real low. I don't hear them, and then when I like stop, I can hear that. Like now, see, I can hear that. Yeah, you he could step in the inside, smuggle him a little bit, throw what you need to, and then um Espinoza's gonna step back because he's gonna try to find distance. You gotta find this happy space for yourself where you can work, be safe, and try to smother his work. Tough assignment, yeah, tough assignment, but it can be done. It can be done. Like in these instances right here, him staying out doing what? Giving Espinoza confidence to load up on his combination. That's what you're doing. Right here. Step now. Boom. No. See, um, even if you smother him and you tie up, step, boom, hit at least that one shot, and then try something else. Just don't stand in front of him. Please don't do that. A guy, bro, Flacco can crack, bro. Flacco can punch, man. I'm trying to tell you. Espinoza can punch. It's just another tough guy going to take a long beating from Espinoza. Espinoza's just starting with these uppercuts again. What was the Mexican's name that he fought in Las Vegas? Espinoza, the other Mexican dude? Bro, same fight. This is the same fight. This is the same fight, bro. Man, Espinoza is just fighting long, smart, keeping him at the end of his punches. A guy right now, he learns the right hand over the top. Right now, he threw a hard left. And right now, see, right here, this is what he had to do. He's got to make it tough. He's got to make it ugly. He's got to smother him, hit him over the top like that, clinch him up. Don't let Espinoza just fire off on you. Make him smother where that he's throwing one punch at a time at least. I'd rather do that than have them firing off them 4 or 5 piece combinations that I know are hurting. And now, right now, Espinoza's trying to frame off of him and use his elbow right now. And the guy spins him, hits, but he's got to keep the action going when he got that. He got the opportunities. he got him to do what he wanted. He spun him around, but in that moment, he looked up at him rather than throwing the punch. Like he wanted to look at him, make sure he was there, then throw the punch. You can't do that with this kind of fighter. You gotta kind of just let your hands fly. You gotta let your hands fly, and you gotta just believe he's gonna be there, whether you miss or not. I know a guy is not gonna win this fight like this. He's gonna have to sell out, I think, in order to really like get his attention like this. It's not. He's not. He's snapping these punches from he's snapping these punches from the outside right now and keeping a guy at the end of his punches. And Espinoza, it's just a matter of time. I know that Espinoza punches hard. I know he does. And he's gonna break this dude down. Now, Stephen Kubo Fulton fought a guy and he kept him at bay, but I think Stephen Kubo Fulton beat him with more activity and elusiveness. He used his feet and he was fast. He was faster than the guy, and he outpunched him right here. Um, man, he's gonna get outpunched right here. But the thing is that Espino, a guy is swinging big. Mm. Like I said, what was gonna be his kryptonite is anything overhand. That's because he's too tall. So they're real susceptible for it. If you can rock them to sleep and taking damage and then just sneak them over the top, you'll have some success. Brian Mendoza did that to the Tower Inferno. You know, and Arnold Bagai, they just said his name. Yo, I knew it was Arnold. Mm. Yo, you know what I always said, right? If he fought Naoya Inoue, Espinoza, he can't hide that torso. Espin- Espinoza's um susceptible to getting high hit shots. That's one of Naoya's best punches. Them ones that he hits the guys on the top of the head, like he hit McDonald, Jamie McDonald, and Yo Boy when he knocked him out. And a guy keeps hitting Espinoza with these shots up top, pretty cleanly. And I know Naoya Inoue is a much more skilled fighter, more placement, more technical as a fighter. So I don't think he'll get away with a lot of things he's doing right now with Arnold Guy Espinoza. I really don't think he would get away with that shit. He couldn't do that with Naoya Inoue, but and just like when I say that, I don't think he would fight Naoya Inoue the same way he's fighting this guy anyway. You know, he would have to respect Naoya Inoue at a much different level and treat him as such, as a threat that he is. You don't fight Naoya Inoue this way, like this. No. Your Nostradamus belt? Bang bang, stop it. You are not calling this fight. Mm-mm-mm. A guy already got a cut? I can't believe he makes this weight, Espinoza. Shit, it took everything I had to make 180. My first fight back, it was at 180 pounds. I fight in the 180-pound division. I don't fight 126, 130, 135, 140. No, not even 168. Not even David the Monster Benavidez' weight at 175. I don't, that's, those are little guys, man. Big dog. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I can't believe he makes 126, bro. I just can't. 6'1"? Jesus Christ. Oh, they good exchange. That got his. Oh, Espinoza's not careful. A guy comes out of that. Espinoza got a chin too. He took that a guy. I remember he was like a one punch. He got one punch knockout power. If I'm not mistaken, and I don't think I'm mistaken. I remember a guy being a guy that. Oh, guy's getting pieced up right now. Look at that blood. Mm, they gotta stop this fight. They're gonna stop it. Espinoza's busting him up. Watch. One, two more rounds of this shit. What round we in? He mm-mm-mm, mm-mm-mm. I think a guy has hit Espinoza with his best shot. He didn't wobble him. Uh I think I excuse me. I think Espinoza is gonna just finish him. I think a guy's gonna take a lot of damage this round. Not unless Espinoza from mysteriously takes the round off. But I think if he just picks up where he left off, uh, by the next round, they're gonna have to really pay attention to a guy if he makes it out of this round. He's just hitting him with the jab right now. Espinoza's just popping this jab on him, and he's really giving Arnold a guy fits uh Espinoza. Oh, right now, our guys Arnold is not out of this fight by no stretch of the imagination. He's still throwing left hooks over the top, right hooks over the top, and he's yeah, that's why every time he hits Espinoza hard like that, it seems like it wakes him up and it makes him Oh, he is resilient. That for sure. Yeah, yeah. Paul Williams. Yes, yes. That was a good fight too. And Paul Williams was a tall, lengthy dude. Like, and the way he got knocked out. Oh, damn, Uppercut City. That volume, man. I'm telling you. Espinoza, man. Good uppercut on the inside right there. You got to watch it hit in the back of the head. Yeah, behind the heads. Yeah, I saw it. He hit Espinoza with his best shots, man. He hit Espinoza flush. He's not moving him. He's not moving him. Espinoza just popping that jab. He working the 1-2 upstairs, downstairs. He just keeping Arnold a guy on the outside right now, and the round's over. But uh if Espinoza just continues the rest of the fight like this should be just a victory. Like I said, I thought Arnold guy was going to take a lot more damage in this round too as well. Uh, round 7, easier said than done, but his coach is yelling. I mean, not yelling, but telling him instructions. Hmm. Espinosa's just popping this jab right now. He's really giving Arnold a guy he's giving him just too much. He's popping the uppercuts. He's hitting him with the uppercuts. He's throwing the 1-2 straight down. He's hitting him with body shots. Right now they just stopped the action for like I think a headbutt. Arnold a guy, he's trying everything but Espinosa seems to be walking through his best punches right now. Mm. They tie up right now in the middle of the ring. Espinoza is uh keeps arguing about these headbutts. Arnold guy just keeps leaning his head forward. Oh, does he have a gash? Oh no. I don't think he can see out this eye. Wow, they're letting it go. No numbers, no. How many you see? No. None of that shit. Jesus. and he greets him with a like a 4-piece combination and another one. He's take this one with you back to your corner with that eye, and take this. You gotta stop this fight. You gotta stop this fight. Oh man, he's hurt. He's hurt. He's hurt. Spare your guy going down. Oh no! Oh, right hand gets in. Arnold guy looks hurt bad. Oh, Espinoza's just teeing off on him. Whoa, Arnold guy's holding on for dear life. And Espinoza steps back, hits a 1-2 straight down. A guy doesn't look good on his feet. Arnold looks wobbly. And he's taking a massive punishment. Massive punishment. And Espinoza goes down and says, they gotta stop this fight. 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 Come on. Arnold's team, think of your fighter. It's not getting better, it's getting worse. He almost dropped him last round twice. He almost dropped him twice. Don't send him out there. And they're sending him out there to get knocked out. He will not make it out of this round. He will not make it out of this round. They could have spared him this part of the ass whooping right here. Rafael Espinoza is gonna finish him. They could have spared Arnold, but no. He's just smashing his face with that jab. He just Espinoza just going forward with the 1-2 with the jab, bap bap, keeps putting it in until he sees his moment. Then he's gonna let his hands go. Mm. Arnold threw that one haymaker, and oh, another haymaker. Espinoza's gonna light him up. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Espinoza wants to drop that bomb on him. Damn. 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 If Espinoza catches him clean, I think he's going down. Oh, that's a good one too. Them headbutts, man, been clashing. That's not gonna help your out your eye, Arnold. It's gonna make your eye even. You keep headbutting them, man. They gotta take this. They gotta stop the fight. Just stop it. Oh, they let it go. Hmm. His coach said this is probably your last chance. Espinoza just teeing off on him. That eye looks bad. That eye looks bad, man. Wow. That looks bad. He should have stopped this fight a long time ago, man. I told you he wasn't going to get any better. Wow. This is getting hard to watch because it's not competitive anymore, really. Damn. That right hand, that's gotta hurt. Both his eyes are swollen now. He looking like a caveman. That's exactly what I said and I feared in this fight. Yeah, are we gonna watching just another tough guy be taken apart by this conundrum puzzle that is Espinoza at this weight and this height? He has a clear advantage. He's much bigger fighter, much taller fighter, and his ability to cut this weight and make it. So when they both weighed in, they weighed in the weight to make this for this fight. Whatever they blow up to, that's on them. Arnold guy doesn't look like he's small by any means either. You're just gonna have to get that small skill fighter to beat this guy. How long he stays in the division now? I would love to see Naoya Inoue fight against Espinoza. I'm not sure if we'll get it, but maybe we will. Maybe we will. Maybe Espinoza will try to squeeze into those uh those 126 gloves again to try. But oh my god, he's just teeing off on him now. Oh, he's out on his feet. His feet just wobbled. Just stop this fight, bro. Do us all a favor. Do the right thing, bro. Oh my god. He somehow, some way, they think that his punches are gonna affect Espinoza now more than they did when he was stronger in the first half of the fight. Right. I had to take that wrap off. Fucking leg. Oh, he just damn. Uh, it feels good, but I'm afraid he's gonna swell back up if I take it off. But I had to take it off, man. Damn, man. No, 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 no. Here goes Espinoza just teeing off on him. Just teeing off on him. I don't see how the ring doctor lets this go on. Somebody save this guy because apparently they don't love him. They keep sending him out there. It's not gonna hurt him, man. Fuck. I hope so. It's over. Knocked him out. All right, fight fans. This was a long one. I'm a little tired. Ate some delicious meal. I'm gonna go kick back, man. This was a massacre, a one-sided event. That's what I thought I was gonna see. Love to see him in the fight with some of the other champions in the division. Maybe the Nick Ball. I don't think Nick Ball wants any parts of this man. I think it's going to be really hard to get someone or the other champions to get in here because Stephen Kubo Fulton said fuck that and left. All right. So he's definitely not getting in there to fight him. So Angelo Leo maybe being one of the guys that potentially will fight Espinoza, but yeah, Brett Brandon Figueroa, even though he lost to Stephen Kubo Fulton, who I think would be a good matchup, and he lost recently too. Brandon Figueroa lost again, but um, maybe he could be because of the height and the inside game would be something for him. But other than that, I don't see any of the other champions beating him. I don't see any of the other champions wanting to fight him because they feel like they're gonna lose. Espinoza is not only tall, he punches hard. He is a problem at this weight in this division. Let's see how long he stays there, or if he chooses to move up to 130, I believe he'll make the weight comfortably. So this is been a great night of boxing. Fight fans, don't forget to hit that like for me, subscribe to the channel, and like always, I'm on to the next one after this one here at Round One Sports TV. You guys have been the best. Peace.